First, I just want to say thank you guys so much for sharing some of your time with me today on your Saturday. Oh my gosh, you know. And I promise you're gonna have fun today. I promise. At least as much as I can facilitate. You guys are here primarily for two reasons. One, you were invited. I appreciate you coming, either directly or indirectly. And two, because you guys are thinking that you just might learn something about nutrition that you didn't really know before. And that's exactly what my goal is and what my anticipation is that you guys are going to learn just something different that you maybe didn't consider before. And ideally, you will leave motivated to actually make some changes in your daily habits so that you can maybe get on your own pursuit towards optimal health. And so, what I'm going over today is, I've got 3 different points. First, why nutrition is important. Second, why it's so hard to get it today, the sort of effects that's having on us, and how we can fight back against what's being done to us. I do want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up that some of you guys know this and some of you don't. I have a theatrical background, so there's a very good chance that at times when I get excited, I'll be like moving all over this place. And also, some of you guys know that I am partnered up with the Nutrilite company. And I'll let you know ahead of time. I am going to be talking briefly about Nutrilite. But when you hear that, just understand, like, this is not a sales pitch. That's not what this is. When I talk about it, I'm going to be talking about why I use Nutrilite to help me on my path to optimal health. Reason for that is because other speakers that I've researched, a lot of them just take the habit of making known the problems that are in today's world, but they don't offer anyone a realistic solution. And that's something I don't agree with. And the whole point is that I want to be able to help people actually take a realistic step towards obtaining better health. Make sense? Cool. Cool. All right, got it. Also, before we really get going, I want you guys to understand a little bit more about where I'm coming from. And this is so fundamentally important. Holy cow, you guys need to understand this about myself right now. I love baking. Like, no kidding. Come on, does anyone else you like baking? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Thank you guys so much.
Bacon or baking?
Bacon.
Bacon.
O-N.
I was a little confused
So
there.
you probably could say both.
Bacon. And so, I mean, what are some of those other, like, anyone else have a guilty pleasure kind of food that they really like? Just throw them out there.
Ice cream.
Pizza.
Ice cream? Oh my gosh.
Chocolate.
Ice cream? Doesn't ice cream just like fill in the cracks of our soul? You know?
Peanut butter does that.
Peanut butter, oh yeah. Peanut butter and chocolate. Reese's are amazing. Holy cow.
Pizza and cheesecake.
Yeah, pizza's amazing. You know, I'll be honest. I think I was gonna say this a little bit later, but we hear about like Little Caesars pizza for $6. Doesn't that just make it a little bit harder to want to ever buy a food otherwise? Just like I can get a whole pizza for the cost of this sandwich.
Unless you work there.
And so I say that stuff. You know, like I love baking, because I love all those foods. I love all those foods. We all do. You know, I especially love baking. But I say that to bring up that, you know, I know how good that food is. Actually, like 6 or 7 years ago, that was all I ate. I'm not even kidding. 6 or 7 years ago, I ate nothing but pizza and Doritos because I wanted to be able to go home and play Halo 2, and I didn't care about life outside of that. Just to be honest. And actually, I was also a wrestler for 9 years, and our coaches would bring in nutritionists to talk to us about how to properly train for wrestling. And a few of the teammates and I, we started the tradition of going to McDonald's after every single one of our practices. I'm not kidding at all. I'd get a McChicken meal. I know it was clockwork. McChicken meal. So I'd get McChicken, small, medium fry, but I would never ever get soda, because that was like a death warrant. Like soda, you would die if you're out during wrestling season. But chicken and fries, that's fine. That's different. So, but soda was a line I didn't cross, and so I'd get Hi-C and with Powerade and mix them together. It tastes really good. Actually, no, really. Remember this. I see the Powerade. Feeling creative? Give it a try. It's really good. My quest for nutrition didn't really start until my first bodybuilding contest. Now by this time I had made the transition of a little bit healthier diet, a little bit more into, or less McDonald's, more Subway, to be honest, more Subway. And oh, McDonald's really quick. Have you guys ever gotten like McDonald's to go, and then you get fries, and you're eating your fries in the car ride, you know, as you're driving home, and you drop a fry in your car, and you find it a couple months later, and it looks the exact same. You know? Tell me that is food. No way. That is not food. But that's, you know, that's where I was. That's where most people are. That's what we're eating because it tastes so good. I was talking to somebody outside of Planet Fitness just the other night, and you know, we were talking about nutrition, that sort of stuff, and he was really just talking about fries and chicken nuggets, and that, like, he was just, I love it so much. I'm so unhealthy. You need to just stop. And it was just really funny. So yeah, quest for nutrition didn't start until my first bodybuilding contest. And even then, it was really because I was faced with my biggest fear at the time. I'm really not kidding. Like, I had to come to face to face with one of my biggest fears. It was to eat vegetables. What's funny is I'm really not kidding. Like, I was so petrified to eat vegetables, I almost dropped out of the contest over this. I almost quit. I was like, it's not worth it to eat vegetables. And by the way, these are not like seasoned vegetables. These are like raw, fresh, crunchy kind of vegetables. No dressing, no butter. So for some of you guys who are like, broccoli's good with butter and cheese, and yeah, but I didn't get that. All right, so that's why I was like, I was really scared about it. Before I entered training, I'm not exaggerating when I say that vegetables did not touch my plate. Did not even enter the perimeter of my food. It was like, just keep it away, vegetables. And then I had to go from 0 to 9+ servings overnight, pretty much. So understand why I didn't wean into it, because I put it off as much as possible, you know. And from that, I still put up a big wall. But my mom was a bodybuilder, my brother was a bodybuilder, and I was training with a professional, and they were all telling me, you gotta get your vegetables. And before I just jumped into it, you know, I wanted to do some research. I needed to understand why I actually needed to take vegetables. And that's where my quest for nutrition started. And so I came to face with that fear, and I did really well. I won't talk about it. Did take first, though. And then I gained 30 pounds the next week because I quit eating vegetables. I'm really not kidding. I went from 140 to 170 in 1 week. It was bad. Just telling you, I'm not perfect, alright? I'm still learning. But everything that I learned at that time was specific for bodybuilding. But what I'm going to be talking about today is specific for optimal health. And which this pursuit really started about 18 months ago. And it was sparked by one of my mentors, Heidi Shearer, who's been recognized as one of the top nutritionists in the world for optimal health. And she's been grateful enough to share some of her knowledge with me, and here I am kind of relaying the message to you with a youthful vibe to it. So, that's where I started. Any questions? No? Good. It's awful serious in here right now. But by the way, I know that you guys, I might be saying a little bit too much. Understand that while I'm pursuing and starting my way into the speaking, I'm not professional yet. So, take everything with a grain of sand in my presentation style, you know. But where this came from, where this started me, where my interest was sparked, and I went full forward, and I just couldn't stop. About 18 months ago, I just started learning some really cool stuff about our body, and I just couldn't stop. I just thought it was so interesting to realize, like, you guys realize, when's the last time that you were told or realized and sat and thought about just how cool you Really, like, do you guys realize how cool your body is? You know, really simply. Like, when's the last time? Actually, really serious question right now. When's the last time you guys looked in the mirror and said, "I'm cool"?
Every night.
I like that. That's really good. How about telling someone else that they're cool? Oh my gosh! Everyone, turn to someone next to you and give them a high five and say, "You're cool." You're awesome. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Apparently too cool.
Yeah. And so, and let me tell you guys how cool you really are. Did you know that your body has the most advanced defense system in the world from any other defense system? Like, we have thousands and thousands of toxins and viruses and bacteria attacking us every single second of every single day. More than, to consider how small they are, we can't see them. And so we're being attacked all the time. And we don't even notice. Realize how cool that really is. It's kind of, our defense system, our immunity system is kind of like background music at a restaurant. If it's working properly, if it's really good background music, you don't really pay attention to it. You just do your own thing. But if it's bad background music, it distracts you from everything else that you're doing. Make sense? Yeah? Yeah. And so that's just your defense system. Did you guys know, kind of fun little interesting fact. You know your liver? We all have a liver. I don't know which side it's on. We all have one. Do you guys know how many functions your liver has? I'm really curious to hear what the average person thinks. What do you think?
It cleans your blood out of toxins and things, works with the kidneys.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what is utilized for getting rid of your alcohol if you drink.
Yeah.
That's where jaundice comes from, is whenever your skin turns yellow and your eyes start turning yellow, it's a sign of your liver failing. Also, if you cut your liver in half, as long as you have part of the liver there, it'll regrow.
Well, that's kind of cool fact. So that's, but yeah, in regards to detoxifying our blood from alcohol, that's definitely one of the most well known. So that's one. How many do you guys think that the liver has?
Storage of glucose?
10.
Yeah, that's another one. But 10 is a good number. I'll just tell you guys. Your liver has over 500 different functions.
I mean, it was close.
Yeah.
You were
Closest.
You're the closest. Yeah, closest.
Right on, man. You're cool.
And yeah, it's from detoxifying our blood to digestion to nutrient storage. It's just way more than we could really go through today. But just, a simple little thing that not a lot of people know about. How about your hair? Do you guys, this is just a fun fact. Do you guys know that your hair on the top of your head is, outside of flame, almost indestructible? Like, if you were to throw this into a vat of acid, it would just float there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I'm like, check it out. If there's one thing I hope you guys do from this, is that you decide to go do your own research on some things. But that's one of the really just interestingly cool facts. But I don't know the science behind it. I didn't delve that deep into it. But when I learned that our hair can, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just not affected by a lot of corrosive chemicals.
Space?
Neutral. No, that's not what I'm looking for. It like reflects or like deflects or something like that. Thank you.
Impermeable.
Yeah, something like that. And so, yeah, but our body is very cool. Our body is very cool. And to transition into the brain really quick, do you guys realize that your brain controls literally every single